Hello, welcome to the movement. I'm Anu Banks.
I'm Tanya Larry.
Fred Walker.
Anthony Moore.
And we're here with two of the newest owners of York Revolution. I think this is a pivotal moment in York moving forward, and we wanted to get their views and perspectives on how, they see this as enriching our community and opening doors for others to come behind. So these two are the trailblazers on this right now. So we wanna talk to them and get they thoughts and how they see this impacting our community. We would like to start with Fred.
I've been doing a lot of this work, man. Thanks to the movement, Tanya Larry from bringing me from behind the scenes. I've been doing a lot of the community stuff already, so it kind of fit hand in glove of expanding that to opening other doors with other stakeholders in the community. I think it's important for us to unify and get other people engaged in some of the things that we got going on in the city. And I think that there are people who are engaged with that. So it felt only right to ensure that we open more doors. And I think this was a pivotal point in taking ownership for our company to open even more doors. Like I said, I've been doing mentoring and assisting people for a long time. But there's only a cap that you can get to, in the city, and that's vital. A lot of people don't know that. Now we got to try to give people more equity, more ownership, and I want people that's in the city to see that you can do it, and don't allow nobody to tell you that you can't. Don't let people make you feel like, oh, you're not going to be able to accomplish that, because I'm one of those people that can show you that things can be accomplished if you just have the right attitude and you go through the right doors. And everything is about decisions. Everything is about a decision. So I'm happy to embark on this journey. I'm glad that you guys was a part of that history with me as well, during that community service and just coming from behind the scenes, because as you know, I do a lot of behind the scenes work. I'm comfortable behind that. Doing that
Yeah.
And so I had to bring you out.
So
I know that feeling.
I'm real comfortable with that. So it's good to finally come to the forefront and be a face that people can be familiar with and know that, oh, I know him. He helped me with this, or he helped my business, or he helped me embark on this journey. I think it's important for people in the community to see that, and to know that they can see somebody that they can touch and be like, wow, I can aspire to do that as well.
Anthony?
I'm just excited, man. Fred and I met back in 2016, and I really admire some of the things that he was doing. I was trying to have my own impact in, my little niche of the world, right? So I'm on several boards in and around York, York Housing Advocates. I'm on their project committee. This was not again, get rich quick scheme, like put some dollars in and then you're gonna come back with billions of dollars. That wasn't the case, but from our perspective, to kind of borrow a term from Jules, it's a double bottom line, right? So there'll be some financial returns, maybe not, but more so, as Fred was talking about, we just want to show people in the community the importance of ownership, right? The importance of actually putting yourself in position to be recognized for the things that you're doing. And again, when you set your objective to serving other people, it's amazing how doors just open up for you. You know what I mean? This is not something that we didn't knock on the door saying, hey, let us in. We were fortunate enough that, people that, we look up to were actually looking up to some of the things that we were doing, and they created the opportunity for us. So we're very grateful for folks like Julian Tolbert, Aaron Anderson, Dominic Della Carpini, Eric Minzer, folks who don't look like us but have a lot of the ideals and share the concern and the desire to see a more equal playing field for all. You know what I mean? So that's what it's going to take. So I hear a lot of people, always talking about black versus white versus brown versus all this stuff. It's going to take everybody working together to make any type of sustained impact, so.
Or progress.
What's that?
Or progress.
Yeah, or any type of progress.
Well, I mean, with you saying that, the history of York is why many people feel that way.
Right.
Especially for people that are, native to here. We have seen you know, lines be pushed, but never erased to where everyone can just roam freely.
Right.
So that's kind of the mentality that I see from that statement that happens here a lot. You know what I mean? Some want it and they just get right there and they're just like, you know, that fear of going all the way.
Resistance,
So, you know, with you two making this move, it can kind of like erase some of that line to be able to walk through that barrier and say, okay, this is a safe zone as well.
Right.
We can start making these steps.
Yeah, understanding that there's a lot of hurt in the city from years ago, and that, a lot of people, may or may not feel responsible, but, our objective is to, show people that there is progress being made. I can't fix what occurred, and I can't make somebody apologize for what has occurred in the past. But what I can do is move forward and make the generation behind us go through some of these doors that are open for them and show them that these are things that can be accomplished. I think for me, it's an understanding of, progression. We see Lancaster, we see other cities progressing. You know what I mean? So,
especially Lancaster.
And York is behind that power curve. So we want to get to that point. I think this is a stepping stone in the right direction to do that for our entire community. I come from the same places I come from. I ran around in York for a long time. I ran around in Philadelphia for a long time. So I come from that aspect of what people are seeing, and I know how important it is to see somebody that you inspire to be. I have a couple guys that I met, may have to try and talk to them, and they're just excited. They're excited. They want to come to the games. They want to, they want to experience these different levels, and they know that now that I have somebody that I can look up to, I can do that now. So I think it's important.
Yeah, that's what I mean. You guys are eliminating that fear part of that.
Yeah.
Like it's you can visually see, because we do live in a visual society.
100%.
So most people, if they don't see it, they don't believe it, and so y'all made that believable. Y'all made that a reality.
Yeah.
So that's what I like the most about it. It's just being able to visually see, two people. Well, one, I personally know we've been around, but this is our first time meeting in person. But just saying, I know somebody I seen from here to here. Open that door.
And that's what everybody look at. Every person looks at that. Every person I've encountered, you have Tanya, you have all these different people that I've assisted in some way, and that's tangible. I could touch him. I know him. I know what his intent is. I know what he has done for me personally. I know what he's done for the community. I know what he's done for other businesses, other people. And I think that it was the right fit for moving things forward. And, I think that's, that's the beauty of it. And that's why I felt like our company wanted to go through that door and say, let's go ahead and do it. It's important to our entire community.
Made a good point too, man, about that fear and people, being fearful of making that transition or stepping across some of those lines that historically they would have got their toes chopped off for. You know what I mean? And that fear literally passes down generation to generation to generation to generation. Right? Everybody knows that love isn't a learned thing. I mean, a taught thing. It's learned. It's innate. Every human is born with love, and then you get tainted over time because of certain situations. And it really feels like we have this conversation a lot that it feels as though some folks are more comfortable in that box as opposed to looking and seeing that things have changed. Right? They don't they look for. They want to go from 1 to 1,000. But you got to get to 50 first, right?
Absolutely.
People don't want to cross that line from 1 to 50 on the way to 1,000. You know what I mean? So like, what I guess personally, I don't have a lot of patience or tolerance for is for when people make all the excuses as to why they can't. Nobody this is not the Jim Crow South anymore. You know what I mean? Now things are 100% equal and equitable. Absolutely not. Are they significantly better than what our parents and great-grandparents grew up in? Certainly, you know what I mean? But I think that's why Fred and I have so much passion for doing what we're doing, just so we can show other people, look, just because your parents didn't get the experiences, or your great-grandparents, you can actually walk through that door. You can own a house. You can actually own a piece of a business. You can own a piece of a sports organization or team or whatever, right? All those things are possible now. You know what I mean? So like, that's why it's certainly a passion of ours.
I think it's very valuable also to the city youth as well. You know, York City deals with a lot when it comes to, you know, children as far as, you know, the things that they see and they're living through. So for them to see two African-American men do something this great, because, you know, my grandsons look at you as Uncle Fred,
Yeah.
but they don't know now to the level that Uncle Fred can, you know, show them a different way of life.
And that's what it's about, that exposure. It's about
Yeah.
showing them that it's a different. We have so much violence going on in our city, you know, because, you know, people feel like there's only one path. There's a couple other paths, and I've come through those doors, you know, where I had to pick and choose, like, did I want to go and do something in the streets, or did I want to do something and go to school? And if you have that path, you have that mentor, you have that person telling you, yeah, there's another option. That's not the only option, and it's a matter of getting them at that age, as my nephews, is getting them at that age and letting them see he want to be a cop. You know what I mean? That's what he's inspired to be right now. He wants to be a cop. So the only thing that can change him is something within our community to separate him from that.
You're right.
You know what I mean? So we want to continue to encourage them to be what they want to be. He wants to do that because he wants to serve and protect, and he sees other cops and he sees what they do. You know, so we got to start, you know, ensuring that we wrap our arms around them, encourage them to continue their dreams and their hopes. And and people like us that are in the community continue to be that navigation system for them.
Well, I'm getting to know you, which I think is great. I've been around Fred for a couple years now, and I've seen you mentor young men that was in trouble and even fearing for their lives.
Yeah.
Like, you came to me several times, and we're like talking to moms and, you know, doing a lot of things behind the scene that nobody had no idea. Like with the movement, like we get stories and we get people in our inboxes, like, you know, that are ashamed because they really want the help, but they don't know how to go about it, so they come to us for it. And you've still been a part of that, which I think is amazing.
Absolutely.
You know,
It's about
you
him.
do so much though, because like I said, you own homes to try to help people as far as, you know, get into places or whatever. How do you feel now that you're at this level? What more can you do besides what you're doing now? Like, you think it can get even better from here?
I mean, I believe so. I'll let Anthony go first, but yeah, I definitely believe we can get better.
I mean, I think we're just literally scratching the surface.
Yeah.
Of like this is phenomenal, but in the grand scheme of what was coming, this is really nothing. You know what I mean? So like,
See, that's what I mean.
yeah, I mean, because
Like, there's more to come.
There's certainly more to come, and so again, our goal now, what we focus on with our company, Four Squares,
No doubt.
is you've got Royal Square and some other developers who have focused primarily on downtown.
Mm-hmm.
And so now if you go to the other four squares outside of Royal Square, north, south, east, west, you have a lot of people that have our skin complexion that are living in some not so desirable
Now they're living in
situations.
squalor.
Right.
It's just-
Let's just call it what it is.
Yeah.
I'm trying to be politically correct, but exactly. Right. And so what our goal is like, there's advantages that, you know, other populations have had that we haven't. Financial literacy, for example, right? How to manage your money properly. Home ownership, right? We're typically taught, you know, as black and brown folks, hey, you don't want to own no home, and you got all that debt over your head, you get strangled and all that stuff, right? But really, the equity in your home is something you can pass on from generation to generation. You can borrow on that. You can start a business on that. You can use equity to buy another house if you want to do that. You know what I'm saying? So there's so many different ways. So we're working with York College, Community Progress Council, several other organizations. We're going to pull you all in very soon because I think y'all are going to be
neighbors.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
We're going to be neighbors. Literally, we're going to be neighbors right
Pretty
beside
much,
the
pretty
Princess
much.
Street Center, right?
Yeah.
But again, just teaching our folks how to manage money, position themselves to buy homes, right? Business incubators, right? So for all the folks out there, if you can make money on the streets hustling, you can be a businessman as well, right? And
Oh,
so it's just
absolutely.
transferring of skills, but set up infrastructure where people who have an idea can be connected to capital, can be connected with business mentors to help them start that business and raise it, bring their kids into it. Like what a lot of other, ethnicities do is they make their kids employees of the business. They pay their kids a salary and then write that salary off as a business expense so they can take it off on their taxes. You know what I'm saying? That's the game.
Rich
So,
dad, poor dad.
yeah, you got it, right? So like tax avoidance versus tax evasion. Our people know all about tax evasion, right? That'll get you locked up. Tax avoidance is a very smart thing to do. You know what I mean? So like, to your point, but we've done, we've proved these concepts. So we've learned through trial and error, bumps and bruises.
Through our own businesses,
You know,
through our own experiences.
And now to create that for the masses, I mean, that's how you really change a culture, is educating, mentoring, pushing, creating opportunities, bringing money to the table. And what York has right now, and I've lived 8 different states. I've lived in England, I've lived in Canada. I've never seen anywhere as unique as York, where you have so many people in position that have it, that want to see other people get it. You know what I'm saying? So you've got a lot of folks in very prominent positions who recognize that, you know, they got there off the blood and sweat tears of their family, or they built companies and businesses, and now they want to see folks who have not had that opportunity get that opportunity. And so I've never seen it anywhere else. I've never seen it, and to put it, to even go deeper and make it very blunt, you've got a lot of prominent white folks who are good-hearted, good-natured folks who have successful businesses who are now opening the doors, and they're seeking minorities to come in so they can give economic opportunities to, so they can show the game to, so they can help build them up. And it's nothing like I've ever seen before. So the timing is right. The right people are at the tables having the right conversations. And I just think York has not seen what's on the horizon. You know,
That's
So
amazing.
from an outside view to an inside view of York, I think that with allowing this to happen is giving hope that you would never think is possible before. You know what I mean? We see it all the time, and we hear it. We hear the rhetoric every day. Oh, we want to do this, and that. But it's always 2-3 years down the line, to when you get to 2 or 3 years down the line, we continue to hear the same thing.
or 2 or 3 more
So
years.
yeah, so with this
Moving
happening,
goalposts.
it's like, okay, it happened. So now
Yeah.
you got to bring that same energy with anything else you bring to just make it happen.
Yeah.
So with that being said, what's a statement that you want to be known from what happened with this from you?
I mean, I think that you know, if you work hard, you're gonna be recognized. I don't think that we always look at choices in your life. You know, sometimes we make wrong choices, and you can kind of scale back and make things happen. It may take you a little bit longer, but everything right now is about the choice that you make. You know what I mean? So don't let nobody take that choice from you. You make that. You know, don't let nobody convince you not to walk through that door. You know, a lot of times what I felt in the city is that people tell you, "Oh, don't mess with a new. He cause it. No, I'm gonna experience that myself. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna just listen to this person or that person. I'm gonna go down and walk down that road myself. You know, and it may work, it may not work.
You know, we have these
Yeah,
conversations.
absolutely, all day. So
We all have.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because me and Fred is good friends, but we bump heads sometimes because he'll push me to another level. Like sometimes I'll be like, nah, he'd be like, no, call him now. You said they said this, let's talk to him now. And I'm like, Fred? And he's like, no, for real.
Yeah,
And I like that because it brought me out to be a whole different person.
And I want people to walk away from that. If I've ever encountered your life, you 100% feel that you've accomplished anything. If I've been around you for more than a day and had a conversation with you, when you get off that phone with me, you know I can do it. I can make it happen. And that's what I want everybody to lead with in York, to say that when we look at the York Revolution and us being owners, I can do it. You know what I mean? And the time is now to start your businesses. The time is now to, you know, help the community. The time is now to shoot for the stars. And, you know, that's what I want people to walk away from. And then don't be hesitant to, you know, to get out there and jump out there and do it. The doors are opening, and I'm one of those people that's at that level that I want to bring other businesses. People don't understand that I've always done that. I've already done that. If you've seen me, I've already helped 1 million businesses.
There's no more synchronicity, synergy amongst for-profit, nonprofit, government, both local and state, to do the things we want to do. The American Rescue Act has tons of funds coming out for infrastructure and the things that we're doing right now. So if anybody has an idea, it ain't too big, it ain't too small, it can be accomplished. Now is the time to do it. That's
You almost remind me of because I used to read a lot of self-help books. Ted Turner. And it was crazy about him is when he lost everything, he was like, I'm down to my last billion. I couldn't wrap my mind around that statement. But you know, but
Like, what?
his whole thing was don't wait, do it now.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
that triggered me to
triggered
think
that,
about
yeah.
that. Yeah.
Literally, man. Like that's man, this dude here, like literally, to your point, we do that all the time. Like literally, we having a conversation and we want a question answered. Like, hey, can you come down here now? Hey, what are you doing right now? Like,
Yeah.
we'll pull
He
up-
did that yesterday
we'll
with
pull up
you.
on you- we'll pull up
He
on
said,
your
I
office.
know somebody. Hold on once.
We'll pull up on your office right now. You know what I mean? Like
Pretty
everything
much.
that we're working on, if something needs to be accomplished, we don't wait till tomorrow or next week.
That's how I am with the movement. I cannot stand waiting.
Yeah.
Sometimes I may not have the jigsaw puzzle all together, but I got 80% of it. And I'm
That's
telling you,
all you
like,
need. That's more than
start
enough.
moving it or whatever. You know when I call you, if I be frustrated about something or individual,
Yeah, absolutely.
I'll say it.
Right.
But it's not that it's like I'm against someone. It's just that I feel like the communication is lacking at times,
Right.
and this is why we're not moving forward. So the best way for us to move forward is to communicate.
Exactly. Have that combo. Yep.
There's so much negativity in York, man. You know, it's overwhelming. And,
It is.
I try to circumvent that. I don't really, you know, I think that what I would want people that are aspiring to do more is to not focus on the negativity so much. I didn't. Y'all know I don't. You know what I mean? I don't focus on the negativity. I just
The
keep-
problem is, I think that people think you're the new guy and you're not new. Because I thought that. You know what I mean? How long you been in New York?
It'll be 5 years in October.
Okay, and how long you been around? And be totally honest.
Probably like 17 years.
Okay, and people think you're the new guy, and you're not. The new guy.
You know what's funny is because him and I have a lot of people in common.
Exactly.
And never really met each other.
Yeah, he told me about
That's just
Shady and
crazy.
everything.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, wait a minute, what? I didn't know that.
And the thing is, when you do the background, it comes back. Like
It
you know,
does.
like,
Yeah.
they
It really
say,
does.
Yo, yeah, that's a good dude. You better get with him.
When I brought you out on the live, they was like, how did you do that?
Come
Come here once, Fred. This is Fred Walker. And they were like, how'd you do that? Fred don't come out.
Yeah.
So how'd you get him out in the front light?
Yeah.
So I'm like, because I asked him.
Yeah.
And
I
I
got
told him,
questions,
everybody
man.
I know, he has to know.
Yeah.
You know?
Definitely.
Good for you.
Yeah. I believe in that, though.
Yeah.
I believe in that. I believe
Yeah.
in lifting anyone up. Like these small companies that, since the pandemic, all these small companies in York, I believe in supporting them. You know why? Could be one of my kids.
Yeah, absolutely.
Legit.
You know?
When people tend to think of York, they always say the city, even though it's York County. This is the epic center for stuff to happen.
It is.
Because we know the county is kind of different in how they move and how they think.
Yeah.
And once we start changing the mindset here, all that has to fall to the wayside.
Agreed.
You know what I mean? That's what I think is what's so powerful about this happening. That's what I think about.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Because congratulations.
Thank you.
I feel honored to
Absolutely.
know both of y'all. I really do.
Thank you.
And I think this is very powerful for York City because it's making people that's given up feel like, you know, there's hope that they can become the same thing that you are doing. I really think that's amazing because a lot of black and brown kids, like, they don't have no hope. Like, I talk to plenty of people who are like, there's like, I got to do what I got to do.
Because we're so used to hearing the talk.
And you know that kind
You're
of,
right.
You're right. It is.
But we're around doers.
And that's what you gotta become that. You know, I think that you know, we talk about hope, and that's a few years ago. That's why we did Hope Fest, because we knew that was a lost
That was
element.
nice.
That was a lost element of the community, and we felt that was an initiative that we can kind of do and give people, restore that hope, praying for them. You know, clean up the community. You know, we did everything within a week time frame. So
Yeah.
you know,
And I thought that was
yeah,
amazing.
so, you know, we're all 100% focused on giving back hope and making sure people have something to look forward to.
What I see personally when I think about the bad situation that just happened with the George Floyd and all that, and all the Black Lives Matter, one thing that I didn't want it to be a fad oh, let's help the black community, give them something to sate them, and then go back to normal.
Right.
It doesn't seem like it's taking that tone this time. It seems like you got more genuine people coming out. Like, no, we're going to keep continuing to support
You're absolutely
and
right.
keep knocking
Yeah.
these doors open for you. It's up for you to do what you want to do with it,
Yeah.
but we're making it happen.
Bro, we have this conversation all the time as well. And that's one thing, again, I don't really have a lot of patience before because I'm a doer, right? And so there are some doors that have been open for me, but because I bust down doors to get to that door. You know what I'm saying? People saw that. And so, you know, we're focused on helping anybody who wants to receive that help and do something with it. But we recognize there's always two people. There's always people who kind of see what's coming and want to be a part of the movement. The way to get there,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And there's some people who want to wait until it's already done and then catch the tail of it. You know what I'm saying? And so for us, anybody that wants help, we're all for it, man. We'll dedicate hours to you. But for those who just want to wallow in self-pity, don't come
Those
on my
pessimists.
face. Don't come around.
Yeah.
And y'all, you know, y'all experiencing that now. You know, with you know, taking off the movement. You know, you have this thought process that, oh, we can help everybody, and then you start looking at that. There's some people taking advantage. There's some people taking
Yeah.
advantage of your
Yeah.
time. There's some people that
Yeah.
have scams. There's some people that have all this, and now you like, okay, I'm not wasting my time on those. I'm gonna put my effort on these people right here, this pocket of people,
Yeah.
and that's the thing that you have to do. And you gotta, you know, and you know, now y'all navigating, y'all understanding that, because at the beginning it's big like this, like yeah, we're gonna help everybody, but you know, sometimes you gotta scale it down, you know, and stick to, you know.
Oh, we definitely fine too.
Yeah. On those the paperwork for people to get their rent paid.
Thank you,
Yeah.
both of y'all, because y'all helped one of my tenants out.
Oh, I did. Yeah.
Yeah, I send people be in our
Yeah.
inbox. Like right now, somebody's
I
hitting me
sent
up. Was
them
like,
over
if somebody in
there,
the
but y'all help
office.
them.
That's why I said to him, "Are we doing rent things today? Because we're here doing this interview." But it's
Yeah.
every day somebody needs help.
Yeah.
So I think it's a blessing if the landlord is working with people.
Yeah.
Send them our way. But I'm telling you, he puts his personal life aside to make sure that, like you do, to make sure that, you know, people's needs are met and that, you know, we can help people as much as we can, you know. Oh, let's talk about the tickets before this is over.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. So, you know, we want to make sure that people in the movement, we have tickets that we just gave for the July 3rd game from us, the owners, Kwame. We have a great relationship with the movement. So if you need some tickets for July the 3rd and July the 4th, get with them to figure out when they're in the office and when they'll be there, and coordinate with them to get those. We want, you know, people to come out, come hang with us, come hang with me and Anthony, come hang with the movement. Kwame will be here as well, another York native.
I like that.
Definitely come see what we have, and we have a lot more in store. And you know, just have a conversation with us. We'll take you on a tour. We're going to be doing some other things as well, but we want to just come and make this inclusive to everybody. We want people to enjoy the hospitality. It ain't all about the game all the time. It's about seeing York natives being in the environment and having a good time and being in a safe place. You know, you do things with the kids. Also, coordinate with the movement as well. There's things that you can rent for parties as well up here as well. So
Yeah.
if you need that help as well,
A new
come
panorama,
see
man.
me.
Show them where we sitting at, man. Show 'em where we
I
sitting.
know this room
Show
is like
them.
really nice.
So we up here in the 1741 Club. It's an awesome view of the baseball
Yeah.
game. You know, be more than happy to bring you up here so you can see, you know, just the vantage point up here, which is really nice. It's really cool.
Yeah.
You say,
So yeah, old jail, all that's the what's that company up there?
What?
That's far. That's past 30. That's behind around the clock.
Local IQ?
No, I'm talking about way in the
Oh,
distance.
you looking?
I'm
Oh, you
talking
looking at the
about
view?
your
You talking about the view? Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
cemetery, creamery place.
Yeah.
Not creamery, but cremation.
Yeah.
Stack.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's a great
Yeah.
view right here.
Absolutely.
Up there, that's West York, North York, that apartment up there. If you look over a little more, you can see the graveyard.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's a great view
So,
right here.
you know, bring the family out, enjoy, come meet us, come shake our hands, come congratulate us, whatever you feel.
That's what I like about y'all because you're hands on.
oh yeah.
Like, you know, like people can actually meet us for real.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Because we hit the streets.
Yeah, you know, you got to be in the trenches and come from that.
No doubt.
Now the 4th of July tickets are limited.
Yeah, so I got
Yes.
a few more. I got a few more. I gave those to. They'll be at
I took all Fred tickets.
I do have a few more. There'll be fireworks. But you know, if you can't get to the July 4th and they run out, come to the July 3rd. You'll see us
At the
there.
3rd as well.
They have some
Yeah, we got a
tickets for
bunch of
that.
these.
There's
Yeah.
only 16 of the July 4th.
If you see Kwame
I
out
might
there,
give you a
he'll,
few more. I'm gonna go buy some. Give them
Yeah.
to you, man. Y'all pass them out.
yeah, he
We want everybody in.
get run down on Kwame Katana. He out here running around doing shirts as well. He's another person
Yes.
that's within our boundaries of the stadium as
York
well.
City for real.
So you know, we want to wrap our arms and embrace, you know, definitely natives in the city, and people that want to work with us. So you know, come enjoy it. Come enjoy a game. You know,
Bring your kids. You got the the little playhouse over there, the carousel, the slide, the bounce house, rock wall.
Also for businesses that, you know, want to do business with York, those doors are open now too. For marketing, we got a lot of different marketing strategies.
Yeah, I see.
Hit me in my inbox. You know, you can have a banner out there. There could be a minority
I'm
business
gonna have to
out
get
there.
RW maintenance out there.
Absolutely, absolutely. You know, so they have this new thing. If y'all can see down there, you see where they got the chairs where people's it's like red right there, red and white.
Oh, yeah.
So you can sponsor a chair and you get tickets, and you know, let's say you had the movement there, those would be y'all chairs for that season. And you can
Oh,
get-
wow,
and you
okay.
can-
Yeah, put your logo on there.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we believe in the logo thing.
Yeah, so
What's up?
This is really nice.
absolutely. So you know, come out and have fun with us, and you know, enjoy.
And I'm making a statement now, even though they're kind of ahead of us. Lancaster is not better than York City. And that's
York
right
City
here,
is
right
doing
there.
it. I know, right?
Board of
Fresh
Roses.
shirt.
Absolutely.
They might, they, you know, they developing, but they not better than us.
Not at all. Not by far.
Not at all. We got to prove that.
Not by
Because we
far.
Nah,
always
doing a lot
win
of
the
good
Board of
things.
Roses.
Yeah.
Good positive things.
Yeah,
I like
thank,
that.
Thank y'all for having us on here. You know, it's important for me to reach out to. I think the movement has a chokehold on the community. And I know you guys have a big following, and a lot of people support what you guys are doing. So it's an honor to be on here for me and Anthony, and we know we want
Yeah,
to.
for some reason, man, we've been getting a lot of Marylanders joining our group.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they want to know what's
I
going
mean,
on.
we're gonna be. I've helped people down there so far, you know. But there is an organization called the Movement down there too.
Okay.
But they don't do the same thing.
I do remember that.
Yeah.
It's about female, right? It's a female
Yeah.
in charge of that.
Yeah.
I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah,
Yeah.
kudos to everything y'all do, man. I always
Thank
see
you.
y'all doing, food drives, helping with the rental assistance. and
That
you name it,
pantry is
y'all do-
growing.
I seen the.
Oh,
I
my
seen
goodness.
The post. I seen the post.
Yeah, the pantry. I just kudos to y'all, man.
Yeah.
I love that.
I had somebody in the office. She asked us, you know, because Catholic Harvest is a few houses down from us, and she was like, "What do you think about being so close doing a food pantry?" But my thing is, I think we get so many people because, as we do with the movement, we don't question you. We don't go all in your business. It's like, put your name down, your phone number, how many in your household, take what you need.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. One other thing I want to say: the things you guys are doing with the Move Kids. I saw that shirt.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I got to put an
That's-
order in for
that's-
them today.
That's
Yeah.
amazing. I love the concept on the back of the shirt. And,
Education.
yeah, absolutely. So, good job on bringing that.
Well,
to
you
life.
know, the biggest inspiration is your hometown.
Yeah, it comes from the move situation out in Philadelphia. Absolutely.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I know that's where it kind of where the concept came from. But yeah, I think what you're doing with the kids, man, I think that program will grow. And you're sending kids to summer camp too, right? Are you
Yeah.
guys doing
Yes.
Tomorrow they're going to Mr. Ed's Candy Place.
that? Okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Good.
cool.
Good. Absolutely. So anything that we can do, to assist any conversations and
The
doing-
kids can get some tickets.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Kids and the parents. Bring the parents.
I know, right? The
Yeah.
goal is
Everybody
it's
come on
family
out.
oriented. You know,
Yeah,
anything that we do for the movement is for families.
I mean, it's one of them things where when I look at coming to, y'all seen Baby Fred out here. I feel like this is a getaway for me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's a getaway from everything that's going on. Again, there's a lot of chaos going on in our city. But, sometimes we just want to get away and escape that, and
Yeah.
go to somewhere that we feel comfortable and we can enjoy life.
Safe environment.
Yeah, absolutely.
Everybody just fun loving. Our goal is to kind of look over and see a packed house, but the house be representative of the community.
Yeah.
Yes.
Black, white, brown,
And that's
straight,
exactly
gay,
what you're doing.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Christian, Muslim, whatever. Come out here,
You got questions?
undisguised, and enjoy it.
Yes, I just want to say that since I've been handing out these tickets, a lot of people are saying that they've never been to a game here.
And that's just,
And I think that's where we change that.
absolutely.
We're gonna change
I
that.
saw that. I saw those posts.
Yeah.
And I was
Like,
just
wow.
tickled. Yeah, I was tickled. Like, man, you know, that's the impact that we're embarking on. So
Yeah.
we want to make it for people that can feel comfortable.
Yeah.
Appreciate you guys for coming on. I don't want to
Thanks
hold
for
up
having
more of
us.
your
Yeah.
time, but
What a blessing.
Good
Just-
to finally
just-
meet you in person.